Is Turkey part of the Middle East? The Middle East starts in the west in Morocco and ends at its easternmost extent either in Iran or, depending on who you ask, in Afghanistan. Some people say that actually the Middle East is just this part, and we should refer to this as North Africa. So some people will say the Middle East and North Africa. Regardless of which definition you want to use, Turkey is, of course, in the Middle East. But a little part of it, right here, is actually in Europe. Turkey has been torn between two camps. One camp that says Turkey is absolutely part of the Middle East. It is one of the biggest and most powerful and historically consequential Muslim majority countries. And another camp that says Turkey is European and it needs to become more like Europe. The founder of modern Turkey, a guy named Mustafa Kemal Ataturk, said, look, in World War I, we were totally defeated by the Allies because the Turks were on the side of the Germans. The way we can never let that happen again is to become like the Europeans who defeated us. Ataturk instituted all kinds of reforms to make Turkey more European. One of the big things he did in Turkey, people used to wear a hat that looked like this. It's called a fez. The reason that lots of Turks wore it is because it's a hat that you could wear and still pray because it didn't have a brim, and Muslims touch their foreheads to the ground when they pray. Ataturk was so keen on making his country European that he banned that headgear and said people needed to wear fedoras and hats with brims in order to become more like Europeans. That struggle between Ataturk's vision of Turkey and a more traditional Middle Eastern Muslim version of Turkey exists to this day.